Welcome to Creation Media Podcast. You're listening to The Deep Dive. And today we're diving right into something really important if you're building anything online. Turning your short-form video views into, well, actual revenue in 2025.
Yeah, exactly.
This deep dive comes straight from a source that honestly feels like it was written for our Creation Media listeners.
It really does. We've been looking at this material that maps out the landscape now, and maybe more importantly, gives some super practical step-by-step advice for making those, 15, 30, 60-second videos actually pay off.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Our mission today: go through this source, pull out the absolute must-knows, and help you see how to get past just chasing views and start building, like, a real income stream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually really excited about this because the potential is huge. We all see that. But the material makes it clear you need more than just luck or a viral hit. You need a strategy.
And the scale we're talking about is incredible. I mean, TikTok has, 1.7 billion active users now? And YouTube Shorts is apparently hitting 70 billion daily views in 2025. That's just a mind-boggling amount of attention.
Right.
But turning that attention into cash, that takes knowing the pathways. Mm-hmm. And our source suggests those pathways have really opened up this year.
So where do we even begin? It feels like there are just so many different ways to monetize now in 2025.
There are. And that's kind of the point, right? The strategy shifted. The material we looked at breaks it down into a few main areas, though they often overlap.
Okay.
You've got your direct platform money, like TikTok's creativity program for YouTube Shorts ads. Then the big one for many: brand deals, sponsorships.
Right.
Plus earning directly from fans, think fan funding, selling your own stuff. And of course, affiliate marketing is always there.
That's a pretty solid list. Let's start with TikTok. It's such a giant in short form. We heard about the Creator Fund, but now it's this creativity program. What's the deal there?
Exactly. In places like the US, UK, Europe, TikTok's nudging creators over to this new program. And the big difference, the key insight, is the focus. The old Creator Fund, well, it paid on views and engagement, but honestly, the payouts often felt pretty low, even for big numbers.
Yeah, I've definitely heard creators grumbling about that. What were those numbers like, roughly?
The estimates we saw put the old fund at maybe 0.2 to 0.04 cents per 1,000 views.
Oof.
Yeah. So think about that. You needed 1 million views to make maybe, $20 to $40.
Wow. Not exactly paying the bills.
Not usually, no.
Yeah.
So the switch to the creativity program changes things because it really pushes videos over 60 seconds long. The analysis suggests these longer videos might get payouts up to 20 times higher.
Wait, 20 times? Okay, that's potentially huge if you can make those longer videos work on TikTok.
It really is. It's a significant shift in strategy.
So what does it take to even get into these programs? Is the bar high?
For the creativity program, the benchmark is 10,000 followers, and you need 100,000 video views within the last 30 days.
Okay, 10K followers, 100K views in 30 days. Clear goals.
Yeah, exactly. It gives you something concrete to shoot for as you're growing.
So for someone just starting out, maybe with a smaller following, what does the source say are the practical steps to hit that and, start actually earning on TikTok?
It really comes down to strategic growth. First step, get specific with your niche. Like if you love New York, don't just post random city clips. Maybe you become the go-to person for, say, New York street food.
Right, specialize.
Exactly. Second, nail those first few seconds. That hook is everything. You got to stop the scroll, use trending sounds, relevant hashtags, hashtag FYP, obviously, but also niche ones like hashtag NYSeats.
Makes sense. Grab them fast. And then if you hit the follower and view count, start thinking longer form.
Absolutely. If you want those potentially higher creativity program payouts, start experimenting. If you're that NY food expert, maybe you do a 60-second plus tutorial, like showing how to make a proper New York-style bagel at home. That's the kind of content they're rewarding more now. And obviously, keep an eye on your TikTok dashboard. See what's earning, what's working.
And didn't the material have a good tip specifically for smaller creators here?
Yeah, it pointed out that these TikTok programs, especially the creativity program, give you a way to earn directly from TikTok itself, even before you start landing big sponsorships.
Yeah.
It's a starting point for income while you build.
That's encouraging.
And using tools, like Social Champ to schedule posts and check analytics can really help keep things consistent without burning out.
Okay, good advice. Let's switch gears to the other big player, YouTube Shorts. How's their ad revenue model looking? Is it competitive with TikTok?
Oh yeah, YouTube Shorts is definitely playing to win against TikTok. Yeah. Their model is pretty straightforward. They share 45% of the ad revenue from Shorts views back to the creators.
45%, okay. How does that translate in terms of CPM, cost per 1,000 views?
The estimates we looked at put short CPMs somewhere around 0.9 to 12 cents.
Okay, wait. That's actually quite a bit better than the old TikTok creator fund numbers we just talked about.
It is.
Like 100 to 120 for a million views on shorts, potentially, versus that $20 to $40 on the old TikTok fund.
Exactly. But here's the thing the material really emphasized, the strategic power of shorts on YouTube. It's a funnel.
A funnel. To what?
To your long-form YouTube videos. And those traditionally have much, much higher CPMs. Potentially anywhere from $2 up to maybe $15 per 1,000 views, sometimes even more, depending on the niche.
Okay. So shorts aren't just about the shorts revenue itself. They're a way to drive traffic to your main higher earning videos. That's a really important angle.
Huge. It's about using the whole YouTube ecosystem.
So how do you actually start earning that shorts ad money? What's the qualification?
Right. You need to get into the YouTube Partner Program, the YPP. The standard way is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 valid public watch hours on your long-form videos in the past year. But and this is the key for short-form creators, there's an alternative path now. You can also qualify with 1,000 subscribers and 10 million valid public shorts views in the last 90 days.
10 million shorts views in 90 days. Wow, okay. But those shorts views count towards getting into YPP.
They absolutely do. It makes YPP much more accessible if shorts are your main thing.
That is a game changer. So practically speaking, what's the advice for making shorts work?
It's about making stuff that pops. Think quick cuts, eye-catching visuals, definitely use trending music, maybe a stunning shot of the Manhattan skyline set to a really popular track. That kind of fast, impactful content works well.
Makes sense.
And once you hit 500 subscribers, you can turn on fan funding features like Super Thanks that lets viewers send you tips, usually like $2, $5, up to $50.
Nice. Direct support. And you mentioned the funnel idea, so definitely use shorts to promote longer stuff.
Oh, absolutely crucial. Make a quick 30-second short cheesing your top 10 NYC coffee shops list. Then tell people the link to the full video is in the description or comments. Drive them over. And consistency matters on YouTube too. The source suggested aiming for maybe 4 to 5 shorts a week and really dig into your YouTube Studio analytics. Pay attention to audience retention. See where people drop off in your shorts.
Okay, so platform revenue is one piece. But the material we looked at really seemed to emphasize brand collaborations and sponsorships as the next big income level in 2025.
It really did. It highlighted that brands are seriously investing here. The analysis mentioned something like a 26% increase in brand budgets going specifically to short-form content like shorts and reels this year.
Why this shift?
Simple reason. Engagement. Brands are reportedly seeing something like 2.5 times higher engagement rates on short-form compared to traditional long-form video ads.
2.5 times. Okay, yeah, you can see why marketers would chase that. And the money can be pretty good, right?
It can, very hugely, of course. Maybe $100 for someone just starting out, a micro-influencer. But it can go up to $10,000 or even way more for creators with big, engaged audiences. For a lot of people, getting consistent brand deals is how they go full-time.
That makes sense. But it also feels daunting. How does a smaller creator, maybe someone with just a few thousand followers, actually get noticed by a brand?
It doesn't have to be intimidating. The source laid out a really practical approach. First, again, get that niche super clear. Are you the expert on Manhattan fashion? Budget tech. Knowing that tells brands who you are.
Right.
Second, put together a simple media kit. Think of it like a one-page resume for your channel. Follower count, engagement rate, who your audience is, maybe some examples of your best work.
Okay, like a creator CV. Got it.
Exactly. Third, use the tools available. Check out marketplaces like TikTok's Creator Marketplace or Shopify Collabs. Brands actively look for creators there. Fourth, and this was a great tip for getting started, pitch local businesses. Seriously. Reach out to that cool coffee shop down the street or a local boutique. Send them an email or a DM. Offer to create a 15-second reel showing off their place or product for your local audience.
Starting local feels way less scary. What kind of money could you realistically ask for with those first local pitches?
The material suggested that for small creators targeting local spots, you could start with deals maybe in the $50 to $200 range for a single post.
Okay.
It even gave an example. A New York creator, only 5,000 followers, landed a $150 sponsorship with a local cafe just by featuring their latte really nicely in a reel.
See, that's concrete. That shows you don't need hundreds of thousands of followers to start getting paid sponsorships.
Absolutely not. It's about finding the right fit.
And I guess being authentic is super important here. You can't just shill anything.
Though critical. For long-term trust, Only promote stuff you actually like and would use. And always disclose it's an ad. Use hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored. It's about transparency with your audience, and it's usually required anyway.
Right, right. Okay, another stream mentioned was affiliate marketing. That sounds a bit more passive, less about direct deals.
It can be lower effort once it's set up, yeah. Basically, you earn a commission, maybe 5% to 20% if someone clicks your unique link and buys a product. You usually put these links in your bio or video descriptions.
And there are platforms for this.
Yeah, big ones like Amazon Associates, Rakuten. Even TikTok is building out its own affiliate marketplace. It's pretty guessable.
So how do you make affiliate links work well in like a super short video?
Pick products that really fit your niche. If you're the food creator, link to the exact bagel-making kit you used. If you review gadgets, maybe do a quick 15-second demo of some cool kitchen tool and say, link in bio if you want to check it out.
Seamless integration.
Exactly. And use a link management tool like Linktree or Name.com to keep your bio organized if you have multiple links.
And tracking clicks, I assume, is key.
Oh, yeah. Got to watch your affiliate dashboard, see what people are actually clicking and buying. The source strongly recommended starting with Amazon Associates for beginners because there's no minimum follower count to join.
Ah, good tip.
And think about it. One viral video reviewing a product could send a ton of clicks to an Amazon link and potentially bring in, say, $50 to $200 a month just from that one video's commission.
That's a great way to dip your toes in. The material also touched briefly on fan funding, like TikTok Live gifts, YouTube Super Thanks, and selling your own merch or digital products.
Yeah, those were important layers for diversification. TikTok Live gifts unlock at 1,000 followers, YouTube Super Thanks at 500 subs, ways for your biggest fans to support you directly.
Right.
And selling your own stuff, t-shirts, ebooks, maybe templates related to your niche via platforms like Teespring, Shopify, Gumroad. That gives you a revenue stream you totally control, promoted through your videos.
Okay, this brings us to the dream deal scenario versus the reality check that the material presented. This feels important.
It really helps ground things. So the hypothetical, you're that New York food vlogger, you hit 10K followers. One TikTok about a great coffee shop goes viral, maybe 500K views.
Nice.
The coffee chain sees it. They offer you $1,000 for one sponsored video. It does well, so they sign you up for 6 months, maybe $2,000 per post.
Wow, okay.
Plus, you're still earning maybe $50 a month from TikTok's creativity program on your other videos, and another $100 a month from affiliate links for coffee gear you recommend. The dream picture is steady income, recognition, free coffee for life.
Okay, sign me up. That sounds absolutely fantastic. Doing what you love, making good money.
And that is exciting, right? The scenario shows the power of brand deals, how local brands are reachable even for smaller creators, how one viral hit can lead to bigger things, and how authenticity works.
But there's always a but. The material then hits with the reality check. Why isn't that dream always stable?
This is so crucial. Brand deals, even great ones, are often temporary. Campaigns end. Marketing budgets get cut. Trends shift. What happens when that 6-month coffee deal is over?
Right, you're back to square one, potentially.
Exactly. Relying only on that one big deal is risky. Plus, if you do too many sponsored posts, your audience might get tired of it. You could lose that trust, that authenticity.
That trust factor again, huge.
It is. And the platform payouts, even the better ones, probably won't replace a full-time income unless you're consistently pulling massive, massive views. And algorithms, they change constantly. Your reach can drop overnight for reasons you don't control.
Yeah, the dreaded algorithm shift.
And affiliate income depends on people clicking and buying. So the core question the material leaves you with is, if that main brand deal dries up or the algorithm changes, is your creator business still afloat?
So the dream shows the upside, but the reality check emphasizes diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
That's the main takeaway. Sustainable income comes from mixing these streams. Don't just chase the big brand deal. Build your platform revenue. Add affiliate links. Maybe create a simple $10 digital product, like an ebook guide. Be selective and authentic with sponsorships. And keep watching those analytics.
Which leads perfectly into the actionable advice, that sort of 10-step guide the material offered for creators.
Yeah, it basically boils down to everything we've talked about. One, niche down, get specific, Manhattan street fashion, budget tech reviews, whatever it is.
Yep.
2, grow smart. Post consistently, 3-5 times a week. Use trends, hashtags like hashtag NYC Life. Talk to your commenters.
Engage, engage, engage.
3, start with affiliates. Easy entry. Amazon Associates, Rakuten, link in bio. Track it.
Low barrier.
4, apply for platform programs. Hit those targets. TikTok creativity, 10K, 100K. YouTube, YPP, 1K, 10M shorts views.
Get that platform money.
5, Pitch local. Don't be shy. Reach out to local shops, cafes. Offer a small deal, $5,200 for a quick reel.
Tangible first step.
6. Use fan funding. Go live on TikTok if 1K followers. Turn on super thanks on YouTube. 500 subs. Let fans support you.
Direct connection.
7. Create digital products. Something low cost, high value. An ebook, a template. Sell via Gumroad, Shopify.
Ain't no an asset.
8. Watch your analytics. Seriously, live in your dashboard. See what works, what keeps people watching.
Data-driven decisions.
9. Be authentic. Always disclose ads. #8. Promote stuff you actually like.
Build trust.
Then, diversify. Combine everything. Platform ads, affiliates, sponsors, products, fans. That's how you build something resilient.
That 10-step plan is super clear. And the source gave those 2 hypothetical examples for 2025 to show it in action, right?
Exactly. Showing how combining streams works even without massive numbers. First, that NY lifestyle vlogger on TikTok, 12K followers, posts 5 times a week, gets maybe 400K views per video on average.
Okay.
Their strategy. Creativity program earnings, 1 local sponsorship, Amazon affiliate links.
And the monthly income estimate.
So maybe $120 from the creativity program based on views, could be higher with longer stuff, plus a $400 local sponsorship, and maybe $80 from Amazon links total, around $600 a month.
Okay, decent side income built from 3 different places. What about the YouTube Shorts example?
A fitness enthusiast, smaller channel, 1.5K subscribers, posts 4 shorts a week, but they managed to hit that 10 million view threshold to get into YPP.
Right, qualifies for ads.
Their strategy.
Yeah.
Shorts ad revenue, a small deal with a local Manhattan gym, and getting some super thanks donations.
And the total there?
Maybe $300 a month from the shorts ads, based on that $100 million view estimate, plus a $250 sponsorship from the gym, and say $40 in super thanks. Total, around $590 a month.
Those examples really drive it home. You don't need millions of followers to start earning meaningful income. It's about being smart and layering the methods.
That's the core message. Sustainable income in 2025, especially from short form, is about that mix. It protects you from the ups and downs of any single platform or deal type.
Looking forward, did the source hint at what's next? Any future trends?
Just briefly, and mention things like TikTok possibly pushing subscriptions more with TikTok series, YouTube making shopping in the app even easier. Basically, platforms trying to give creators more tools. But the underlying advice stays the same. Be adaptable, keep diversifying, and stay authentic. That's how you navigate whatever changes come next. And thinking about those changes, here's something to chew on. With platforms being so unpredictable, how much more important does building a direct connection with your audience become? Things off-platform, like an email list or a private community. Could that be the ultimate way to future-proof your creator business?
That's a really interesting question to end on, building something you truly own. Well, this deep dive, really tailored from the source material for our creation media audience, makes it super clear. Yes, you can make money from short-form video in 2025, but it's not passive, and it definitely takes a smart, diversified strategy.
Absolutely. And the advice is to just start. Start small. Maybe sign up for Amazon Associates this week. Try to post consistently. 3-5 videos. Maybe draft that pitch email to 1 local business. Just take the first step.
Let this analysis be your guide. Use that 10-step plan. And hey, share your progress with us using #CreationMedia. We'd love to see how you're putting this into practice.
Thank you to Listen Creation Media Podcast. Please follow us to get more creative media tips.